It is said that, and I also support, that you should not fall in love with somebody you love, but instead, you're supposed to fall in love with somebody who loves you. I did this video past few days ago, and I think this video is also on YouTube. You can go and watch it if you've never been on my YouTube channel. It is called Johngora. So the thing is, you're not supposed to fall in love with the person you love, but you're supposed to fall in love with the person who loves you. And the reason, I'll be putting them down right here. And this is why we are suffering. A lot of us, I suffered the same thing, because no one was there to advise that it is better to fall in love with someone who loves you and not someone that you love. And this is what happens. You see, probably the person who's going to love you truly and genuinely, a place where you will find love that you have been looking for, is someone who is not your type. I will repeat that. Probably the only place where you are going to find the true love you have been looking for is someone who is not your type. Who's going to tell us this? I'll give you an example, because I say my points and I support my points. True love still exists. True love is there, and each and every one of us can find it. The problem is, true love, most probably at a percentage of 80 and above, lies with that person whom you are thinking is not your type. I'll tell you why. Look, somebody, most often where you are right now, you're trying to figure out where you need your true love to come from. And you know what we figure out, and we say that this is my type, this is the kind of a person that I want? We always looking at the physical things that we can see. You see, love doesn't lie in your eyes. Love is not something that you can see. It is something that you can experience, something that you can feel. It lies inside you. It is something that is spiritual, something that is mental, something that is of a feeling, not of what we can see, what we can touch, what we can give. But 90% of us, wherever we are seated right now, you are trying to figure out the kind of a man you need in your life. And what people see is the physical appearance. I need tall, dark, and handsome. I need a man who has made it in life, a man who's driving, a man who's got real estate, who's got estates, who's got investments. I need a man who can, give me what I want. It is so possible. And these kind of men are there in plenty. Men who can give you presents on your birthday, men who can take you on a long drive the whole day, a man who's going to take you for a vacation, or a woman who's going to treat you like you want. They're there. The question people miss to ask themselves is this man going to be in the same page with me? Is this woman going to genuinely love me for who I am, not what I am? I taught about this in the previous videos. I taught the difference between who and what, because we fall in love with what and we forget the who. So is this guy gonna fall in love with me for who I am, not what I am? What I am is what I'm talking about. Tall, dark, and handsome. That is what I am. That is not who I am. Who a person is what comes from inside of them. How kind are they? So in most cases, 98% of relationships today across the world are in existence because of what people are, not who people are. And that's why true love, everyone talks about it like it's no longer there. Everyone feels like true love doesn't exist, because we are not loving or falling in love with who people are. We are falling in love with what people are. So everyone outside there feels like, there's no love anymore. No love. I don't want anyone to talk about love. I had already given up. Even I can see some of the people commenting here. The thing is, love is there. Why? How can love disappear from human beings' hands? Why would God remove love from humankind's nature? God has given us the power to love. God has given us the opportunity to find love. But we have confused ourselves with the things of the world and forgotten the sacred meaning of what true love is. How kind is the man or woman you are just about to fall in love with? It doesn't matter. It matters a lot how they look. It matters a lot what they have. But it is not the only thing. And in fact, it is not the most important thing. These are chapters, these are things that you should note down. You should write down like, this guy, he has to have these. I need a man who also can support me. Those should be a supportive content. They are just supposed to be a supportive part of the person you want to be in a relationship with, but you should not make them the main, because probably the person who's going to give you true love will not be your type. The people that you're seeing around there and she's not my type. She's not my type. Let me tell you a secret, guys. I will tell you something. Love, L-O-V-E, will never appear at a glance. You will never see somebody and say, wow, she's my type, and think that love is going to get out of that place. You see, this is our mistake. We see people with our eyes and we lie to ourselves that this is where I belong. We hear people talk of sweet words with our ears and think that this is the type of a man I want. It is not a type of a man you want. It is a type of a voice you want for the rest of your life, not the man. When your eyes see, it is not the type of a man you want, but it is a type of an image you want to see for the rest of your life. So how do we make mistakes? We make mistakes when we confuse our emotions, confuse our thoughts, confuse our spiritual understanding of state to what we see with our eyes or to what we hear with our ears, and then we fall in love with that. So this is how it draws us back. You have fallen in love with this image, you have fallen in love with these words, yet the person who is speaking these words is not in love with you. The image that is representing the person that you're falling in love with, that guy doesn't love you. It is only their image that you're falling in love with, but their soul, their body, their mental capability, and all that makes up what love is all about is not with you. True love still exists, my people. But for you to find true love, you have got to find the person, not what you see, not what you hear, not what you think. That's why they say that a person that is going to give you true love probably is not your type. Why? Why is it probably? Love is something that takes time. So in their appearance, when you take your time to listen to them, to get closer to them, to speak to them, to fight with them, to give them what they want, to deny them what they want, to confuse them, to bring them back, you learn and you find the love you're looking for. You see, it is a matter of trying. It is about somebody who has gone to the garden. You see, you go to the garden and you find a very good land For those people who till or who plant or who farm, like in Africa where I come from, you go to a place in a field and you see this red soil land or maybe black soil land, and you feel like, you know what, this is the place that I can plant. I know my maize or maybe beans or something is going to do so well in this land. Let me tell you, it is only your eyes that have seen that land. For you to prove it, you've got to get a tractor or get a fork and dig that land and plant the seeds and do what we call the weeding, the pruning, and all the rest for you to harvest. It takes time. You don't go to the land and look at the land and take the harvest from it. You get to the land, you look at it, you say, this is exactly the kind of a land that I want. And you don't celebrate having it. You till that land. You do the second tilling and you plant the seeds. And once the seed is planted, it is your time now to start taking care of that seed. The care that you are taking, or maybe the way you will handle the seed, is what is going to give you harvest. Do people think about that? Tomorrow you find a man or you find a woman walking in the streets. You see she's so beautiful, she's gorgeous. Maybe he's driving a car that you've been looking for. You fall in love with them, expecting that, you know what, this is the land that I've been looking for, and this is what I want to own. Hey, buddy, that land has got a title deed that has not been separated or maybe divided into pieces that you're supposed to have. It is a land that is so big. You can't own it alone. There's so many owners of that land. You have got to do what we call a land search. You have got to go and search if there is any ownership of this land. You've got to know if at all the land belongs to you, or the land belongs to so many people, or belongs to a group, and it has to be cut into pieces so that each and everyone can have a portion. True love, ladies and gentlemen, still exists. True love is everywhere. You can find it. But the thing is, you are looking for it in the wrong place. Yesterday I had a conversation with one of my students, a very deep conversation. This is a student who had thought of, parting ways with his girlfriend, and I call it a fiancé because they've gone to the stages where they now were supposed to be having an engagement. But then this guy realizes that this fiancé was playing around with one of his friends who is a man. Like, for example, my boyfriend, a guy who's my friend, is going behind me and having good time with my fiancé. So this guy approached me and we were having a conversation, and we talked, and I asked him a very simple question that, you know what, bro, I want to ask you a genuine question, and I want you to open your eyes and open your head and think as an adult. Stop thinking like a kid. And let's get to reality here. You want to quit this relationship to find another relationship, right? He said, yeah. And I asked him, are you sure it is the right decision? Or do you think there's just some emotions running in your head and there's something that you can do better than quitting this relationship? He said, I think I'm deciding to quit. Then I told him, are you ready for me to talk together? You and your GF or your fiancé, we talk together. You connect here on a Zoom and we have a call, or we meet on a physical place and we have a call. He said, yes, of course. In fact, that's what I wanted. I wanted you to talk and tell her the truth so I can quit. So we had a deep conversation, and she connected the lady and we started talking, the three of us. So I asked him a question. Then you see what? I want to be genuine, and I want to tell you something. And I want to ask you a question, because now between us here, there's God who's watching us. I asked this guy, bro, have you ever had a crush on another woman apart from this lady who's now with you here, who's your fiancé? Have you ever had a crush on any other lady apart from her? I want you to be genuine. Don't lie, because God is watching. And in fact, even if you be, you lie to us, you're lying to yourself. Then he said, that I've had crush on some ladies when I was. Then the lady said that, you know what? In fact, don't even tell him that you've had a crush on some lady. You have had a crush on a lady that you know and I know, and it's a girlfriend of your friend. So I was like, what the hell is going on? So to make this story short, I realized that this guy is trying to get a girlfriend or a woman who belongs to his friend, and his girlfriend is also trying to get a man who is a boyfriend to his friend. So it's like swapping the ladies. So this is the reason why I'm bringing this story, and this is why I'm telling you true love still exists, but we are the problem. You see, when you are having a woman or a man with you, most often you see their problems than their achievement, what they are good at. You will only see what they are not doing right. And you will always be seeing that the other lady on the other side is better than your lady. The same to a lady. They will always be seeing that, oh, I wish I was in that relationship. Look how that guy is buying her presents. Look, every day that guy is taking her for shows. I wish he was my boyfriend, not this idiot that I'm having here. Let me tell you something. It is not allowed, but this is what I told them. If it were my wish, and having been a coach for some time, the world would have allowed even married couples to swap their partners for a week or only a month. The world would have allowed, the law would have allowed people to swap their partners for a month or two. Let me tell you, if you will do that, it will not even take you a month. It will not last a week. You will go back to your woman. You will go back to your man. Let me tell you, a book that you have not opened its chapters, when a book is closed this way, you have not opened and read it, you can never, ever judge how good that book is. People are always struggling to find that which they don't have. User Prince, thank you so much for those flowers. Everyone is struggling around the world to find that woman they don't have. Every woman is struggling to find that man they don't have. Instead of trying to know how to love the one that I have, instead of trying to know how to love and how to get to the bottom line of our relationship with the person that I have, let me tell you, everyone wants the other side of the farm or the garden or the pasture. But if you will be given a day, 2 days or 1 week with that kind of a person that you're looking for, it will not last long. That's why you break up today, you get into a new relationship, after 1 month, 3 months, that relationship is gone. It's not working. You get to the third one, it is not working. You get to the fourth one, it is not working. And at the end of it, oh, man's a dog. Oh, men are dog. Oh, women are just bitch. Come on, guys. Look, the person that is going to love you for who you are is not your type. That is the person you want to start growing with. This person could be having something that you're looking at and you're saying that, you know what? I don't think I deserve all this. I don't think I deserve this treatment. Let me tell you something. There is something that is not right. Yes, you don't deserve that treatment, but there is something that you can do that can change the situation. There is something that you can do that is going to change the situation. Changing people doesn't solve your problem. Changing a partner doesn't change your problem. Instead, know what you want before you get a partner. Stop driving yourself with your eyes with what you see. Stop driving yourself with what you hear coming out from people's mouth. Stop driving yourself from, I know, and I can testify. There are so many women right now on TikTok who are just feeling like, oh no, I wish I get this guy. I think this guy knows how to love. Let me tell you, I'm not easy to love, guys. Maybe it cannot work for us. Today, I get into your inbox and I send you that message and you see it's the coach. Oh my goodness, I can't take a second. I'm just saying yes. I cannot miss a second to say yes to this guy. This is the best guy. I think his lessons has taught me a lot. Let me tell you something. I might not be your type, or I might be your type. Let me say that. I might be your type of a man you want, but when we fall in love, you will regret it. Why? The first place you accepted me into your life. That is how it happens. The person you are feeling is your type, is the one you want. I know so many of you here now are saying that, you know what? I wish this guy would have been my boyfriend. Look, it is not about what somebody is saying. It is not about how somebody looks, but it is about a compatibility. Do you compat? Do you find each other? Do you find you in the same page? Can I care for you? Can I care about you? Can I be the kindest person in your life as you wish to have it? These are the questions that you should always be asking yourself. You don't want to ask yourself, he's so handsome. I need them handsome. I need them cute. I need them white. I need them. It doesn't matter. What matters is how kind are these people going to be in your life? How much careful are they going to be with you? It is about somebody being with you, not somebody being in a relationship with you. Never go for looks, guys. Go for that one person who is with you. It is going to help you. User Prince, thank you so much for those many, many flowers. You see, true love still exists, people. And I want to tell you today, if you're watching this, go and try it with your fiancé. Go and try it with your husband. Go and try it with your wife. Go and try it with your girlfriend. Just stop the negativity in that relationship. You can change the things. Sometimes he's a womanizer. Sometimes he just gets mad at some useless things. Try to change the momentum. Don't argue with him. Don't, bother him. Don't just be like a dead shit. They will start thinking twice. What went wrong? Sometimes some people are bad because you are triggering them. They start and then you join them. So you are a bandwagon of so many problems in the same relationship. Sometimes the kind of a person you have is someone who just needs a short mouth, not a long one. Sometimes you have somebody who wants you to talk to them every now and then, and you are not talking. Sometimes you have that one person who just wants intimacy. Let me tell you something, and this one goes to men, because it is men who